Hey everybody, Dr. Kerry here. How is your day going? And I'm just here midday reviewing my nutrition log. And I'm going to go through that with you guys. If you have any questions, you can type them in the chat. But for me, what I've been doing is I set up this project in ChatGPT, and it's basically like a nutritionist. And I'll quickly run through this with you guys. So it's 11 a.m. I went to the gym. I did 20 minutes of cardio this morning at a moderate pace on the treadmill. Then I went to work. So it gave me some credit here for burning calories, about 130 carbs. Probably was a little bit more for me considering how fast I was going and my current body weight. But we'll take that amount. I got to work. I had some water. I had some electrolytes too. And I didn't have any protein. I just had water and electrolytes, and I had some black coffee. So, and then I let the project know that I had some with the model, not the model, but the brand was IV hydration from Costco. And it kind of evaluated that as well as the coffee I had at 9 and at 7 a.m. So with coffee, black coffee, there's no calories really. So still in really good shape there going into lunchtime. Now, when I got home for lunch, what I had was a stir fry with 80 grams of white rice. Probably could cut down on that the next time, maybe to 40 grams would be good. I like to advise my clients, like, cut back about half of the bad things and try to double the good things. So that's kind of a simple thing that I talk to clients about. But so 80 grams of white rice, 80 grams of broccolini, 75 grams of cherry tomatoes, 2 pieces of bacon, and then I had 2 eggs as well. And I think I caught that later on. But for that stir fry, it gave me 280 to 290 calories, 14 to 15 protein, 30 carbs, 11 grams of fat, 4 grams of fiber. So basically it was giving me a running total, and it says, you're using good ingredients, good hydration, but protein is low. And the carbs are getting kind of up there. Be careful with those. So then I said, okay, I asked about guacamole instead of avocado. It said depends on how it's made. I didn't end up having the guacamole. But then later on, what I had was 150 grams of cooked steel cut oats. So I had those oats made yesterday on Sunday and put them in the fridge so I could quickly reheat them. And I put 50 milliliters of half and half cream. Now I could switch to almond milk. That might be a good idea going forward for this, but you can see the nutrition breakdown for steel cutouts: 165 to 170 calories, the carbs, protein, fat, and fiber, and then the cream, quite a bit of fat in the cream. And so the total for that was 265 to 270. So you can see how certain foods have higher calorie counts, higher macronutrients in a certain area. So you do need to measure, you need to weigh your foods when you first start to kind of track your diet, and then you need to plug it in and understand how this could affect things like your weight loss. So the updated snapshot here is 0 calories for the black coffee, 285 for the stir fry, steel cut oats, and the cream 270. Again, some almond milk instead of cream next time, so try that tomorrow. So 825 to 830, but I get a credit for the treadmill that I did, so 680 to 710 net calories. Then, let's see, I had some prosciutto. I had half a serving of eggnog, 10 shrimp, and ketchup, 1 tablespoon with that. That was the next kind of snack that I had. So, and I made sure that it got my eggs from earlier, the 2 whole eggs. So this is the breakdown of that. The eggnog had 90 to 100 calories, 10 to 12 carbs, 4 to 5 fat, 3 to 4 protein. That's interesting. I thought it would have been worse. The shrimp, high protein, low fat and low carbs. That's good. Ketchup, 4 to 5 grams, mostly sugar, but that was nice, a nice accompaniment to the shrimp. So it gave me a total for that 445 to 470, 45 to 48 protein, 16 to 18 carbs, 28 to 30 of fat. Okay. Then I had a smoothie. So I had it recommended unsweetened almond milk, 250. I had more than that. You'll see in a sec. 1 scoop of good protein. I had that. Chia seeds, 1 tablespoon. I had more than that. I had around 10 grams. So it's giving me an approximate of what that would add. I actually took pictures of the products here. You can see the almond milk right there. You can see the protein powder called Good Protein that I used, and the chia seeds by Prana. And I gave it the measurements. So just some, pictures with my phone right into ChatGPT. And then basically it's giving me a breakdown here of how I did with the smoothie. 320 on the smoothie for calories, 26 protein, really good, 9 to 10 of carbs, 17 fat, and 15 fiber, which is excellent from the chia seeds. So now it's bringing me up to date on how I'm doing totally. So I'm at 1470 to 1500 net calories. My goal is 2000 or less. So I have some room for when I get home, but I'm going to have to be careful of some of the macros here at the end of the day. So 94 to 97 protein today. That's really good. I'm trying to get my protein up. For the carbs, 81 to 88. It's starting to get high for me right now. Want to bring those carbs down gradually on a daily basis. Fiber, 23 to 24. Excellent. I'm trying to get 30. Cardio burn. That was good. I think it's more like 2 to 250 for me, but we'll take it the way it's assessed here in chat. So everything's looking good. Now for dinner, it's saying, have 220 to 280 of chicken, turkey, lean steak, or fish. I do have a steak actually that I could cook, and a large serving of broccoli, spinach. I still have some broccoli left over. I could make a different vegetable, maybe a small salad. So we'll see when I get home, with some olive oil, and I could have that guacamole. I'm going to stick with the olive oil today just to be on the safe side. So we'll see how everything turns out when I get home. Feeling really good right now. Probably could do a little bit better tomorrow with that cream and the steel cut oats, switching that to almond milk. And just maybe spacing out the meals a little bit more, like 11, 1, 3, and 5. I could take something with me to work. I could take a smoothie in a container. That might have been a good choice rather than having it just before I left, because some of those meals were closer together. So that's an idea going forward for tomorrow. Again, the goal is to retain the muscle mass that I've gained all year by going to the gym, but to lose the extra weight, the fat, basically, in the abdomen more so for me. So just trimming up in that area. I want to run a little faster. I'm a runner. I like to do marathons. You might be able to see that right there, some of those medals. So I like to run half and full marathons. And I just want to be in really good shape for next year and going forward. Want to help some patients and lead by example. So these are some of the things that I want to do right now before the end of the year. Going to be going away for holidays. That's going to be challenging, but I'm getting ready for that too. We'll be away in about 10 days. So if you're interested in losing weight, gaining energy, if you want to be healthier, this is the right place for you. This is where I teach you some healthy habits, some health coaching from years of experience, as well as the books that I've written. One called The 100-Day Diet. I don't think I have a, let's see if I can bring over a screenshot of that from Amazon here. I might have to unshare my screen and then share it again. But yeah, here we go. So here's the 100-day diet. Oh, it worked. Perfect. And it's on Amazon. So you can go there on Amazon in your region, in Canada, the United States, or it's in Japan and Australia as well. We do get some book sales in other parts of the world, the UK, India. So I wrote this book back in 2021, and that was after I lost 32 pounds in 100 days. Just doing a lot of research on how I could lose weight. And I shared that research in my journal, which is this book was made from my journal during that time. And then I also wrote a book this year. It's a booklet. It's a smaller, it's kind of a booklet versus a book. So it's called Metabolic Breakout. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, let's see. There it is. Metabolic Reboot. And this is a booklet. It's a small booklet. I think it's around 50 pages, and it's about how you can get back on track with faith, fuel, and focus in 30 days. It's kind of like a small reboot that would take you a month to get through it. And so this is in Kindle. It's paperback as well. We didn't do an audiobook for this one. We did one for the 100-day diet, so you can get an audio book on the Amazon Reader, I call it ACX, but the Amazon Reading app. And so you can grab that one, the 100-day diet in the audiobook there and on Audible. That's what it's called. And you can order that by using a credit on your Audible subscription, or you can also just buy it outright and listen to that as I narrated that. And that was, again, back in 2021. So thanks for joining me today. I appreciate you being here. If you have any questions, type them in the chat. I'll check my messages, and have a great day.